JL Rock, Women of Action Figure channel. And here we have a bunch of videos that I pulled over from our other channel, but we're going to be repackaging them so we can show off these awesome action figures that I picked up early on. And then after that, we're going to be bringing brand new videos that I have. So we need your help. We need the likes, we need the subs, you need to hit that notification button because, I mean, we have a lot of videos coming up. So without further ado, let's check them out. And we have the Generation X Jubilee, and it does plasma hurling action. Okay, that's cool. I picked this up at a estate sale. I went to the one where they have it like 70% off on a Sunday, and no one picked this up. And I think probably one of the reasons is because it was kind of grody on the back. I mean, look at that. Usually I think when you see that, it's kind of like from bugs or maybe rats. And what happens is a lot of resellers will be like, hey, I can't make maximum money, so I'm not going to get it. Whereas for me, I'm going to open these up anyway, so I don't care. So I end up getting this for, I think, $2. I think I've seen it on sale for like 15 bucks plus shipping on eBay. So it's not like this is some crazy expensive figure. But I like collecting old stuff for doing retro reviews and just comparing it and learning more about different action figures. And of course, I have my Women of Action figure line that I collect, so it's good to have that as well. So you can see back here that they have like the other ones that you can get. They also have the X-Men 2099. I remember reading like 1 or 2 issues from that. I had the number 1, and then I think I bought 1 more and then I left. I remember the Generation X comic. So that was cool. So you can see here, it says Jubilation Lee spent lots of time in malls of Southern California before she first displayed her mutant powers. Yeah, and you actually saw this kind of in the old X-Men, and now you can watch the X-Men 97, which is another reason why I really wanted to do this review around that time, because I think when I recorded this, even though it'll be probably a month later when you see it, I was on episode 3 of X-Men. So, and Jubilee's always been cool. I thought that she's always been a good, cool character. So it comes with Power Blast and Rollerblades. And I always like these 90s stuff just because of the accessories it comes with. And it just gives me more things to play with as far as taking pictures, which you can see on Instagram. Ooh, see, it's grody on the inside too. Ew, that's grody. See, I can understand where someone... Look at that. That's grody, bruh. I'm gonna have to like disinfect my booth. But hey, you know what, man? Sometimes that's what happens. I mean, a lot of these estate sales, what ends up happening is it'll be cheaper based on like how grody something is. So if you go to an estate sale and it's just like someone's basement and a basement or garage and it's all jacked up, you can get a lot of deals because they usually call those pickers or whatever. Oh wow, look at that, man. This is like totally all over the place. I just don't want to have that all in the shot because it's like, yeah. Look at that. So a lot of these would be like that, but you know, for me, it's like as long as the inside isn't really jacked up. I mean, there's a little bit, but it looks like for the most part, the figure itself avoided everything. So let's just start with the accessories first. So these are the skates that they're talking about. That's cool. Nothing crazy with the design. It's kind of like softer plastic at the top where you can put it on, and then harder plastic here at the bottom. So obviously there's 2 of these. Ooh man, there's just so much of this stuff. Yuck. And then here's the Plasma Blast. It's really funny, just like goop. I guess it'd be hard to do like her firework sparkles, but I mean, I think they could have instead of this goop. And I have to admit, what I really liked is the way the stand looked. That X for the stand is pretty sweet. So I just like that as it is. You can see Toy Biz 1995. So definitely counts for our retro old school. All right, so this is the figure itself. And you can see it did get a little bit of stuff on it, but it's no problem. I can just, all this stuff will clean up fine. One of the things I did learn, I mean, I kind of bought some of these when I was a kid, but when I got into collecting, I kind of realized more about articulation, how different toy manufacturers did things back in the day. And Toy Biz loved doing these things where it's like they give you a gimmick to kind of make up for the lack of articulation, but then you're left with like not being able to really do many poses. I mean, because look at the leg stance. So you can see, I kind of like how this is at least kind of separate. I don't think you could take it off, but it's that, you know, rubbery plastic. So that's cool. It's kind of weird. It's like, feels like this little sheen on it, but so I mean, you can see there's no bending anywhere except for just the leg rotation. So it's almost like you know, like the Kenner type 5 points of articulation, because you can move the head. So it looks like this is part of the, so I guess it's supposed to be hurling, but is it the squeeze the leg thing? No. I mean, some of this stuff, because it's old, and maybe because of the way there was some growiness in it, maybe some of the mechanisms inside got messed up. I am not sure. I was just seeing if maybe it was one thing. So it's definitely this arm. So I guess you would, it's kind of weird though, because she doesn't really hold it. But it just looked like she's like flinging some goop at you though. It's kind of weird, right? Like, I don't know. All right, let's put her on the stand and take a look. So here she is on the stand. Fits pretty well in the stand, even though it kind of seems like you want to put the peg on this side to get the correct stance. Basically, if you put it on any other one, it kind of looks off. Either she's leaning too forward or it just doesn't look right. I swear it looks like with the goop throwing action, it's supposed to be like way up high like that, which again, it just looks like you're just throwing a lob of goop. And I'm sure maybe you face it the other way like I had it before, but it didn't really hold in the hand. But it still just looks like you're throwing like an ice cream goop at somebody. It's just so interesting. Just getting extra close just to see. But I don't know. Like I said, overall, I still like it. I got it for $2. It's just cool to see. You know, I like the colors. You know, the face isn't horrible. Obviously, this is from way back in the day, so you're not gonna get a great representation. I kind of wish that the arm throwing thing worked better. But overall, I don't really have a problem. Now, of course, just in case you're wondering, you can't put it on the stand with the boots because you need the pegs at the bottom. So it looks like you have to just, if you want to have it separate, and I just wanted to see, oh, it's not too bad. I was like, I just wanted to see if it was one of those things where it's like, it seems like it's simple to put the feet in, but then it's not. Mainly just because of the way the feet are kind of positioned. But it definitely makes sense why it's that softer plastic. So I mean, see, this is one of those problems that you run into because of the way it's shaped. Like you can get the stand, but I mean, it just looks weird. Let me put it like farther back. It's just kind of like a strange stance. And then of course it's like I said, you still have to kind of play around with this. It's almost like skate slippers. So I mean, that's kind of interesting. But you know, hey, look, like I said, I like seeing these old things. There really wasn't that many Jubilee characters that I was looking around, and there were so many that were charging a lot. Maybe it's because of the new X-Men movie, cartoon or something, but I was happy to get this and add it to my collection. I do think it looks cool, even though the poses and all that's kind of weird, and with the skates it's kind of weird, but hey. Either way, thanks so much for hanging out with me as I geeked out over this interesting toy. And now, I gotta go take a shower because I have no idea what that grody black, it could be like alien goo, man. So I'm gonna go get decontaminated. Thanks so much for watching, and we really need your help to grow this channel. We want to spread these awesome women of action figures all around YouTube, and you know how the algorithm is. So you gotta do the things that everybody asks for, but we really need it, and we need to have those subs, we need to have those likes, and hit that notification button, because that's the only thing that lets YouTube know that this content is worth it. But I do either way appreciate you for watching, and also those comments are good too. And what I want to ask is that if you know of a woman action figure, a female action figure that I should be looking at, whether I can find it cheap or otherwise, cheaper the better, because I'm still the percent off collector. Let me know in the comments, and I will try my best to add that to the collection and add another video. But until next time, thanks a lot.